Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Ready. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this in, and they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
In motion left is Wilson.
Black shot. Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now Tua. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's not going to get me. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Ready, go.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. 10. 135 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Ingram will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And It's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Saints 14, Dolphins nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
First down, Winston steps away. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Play fake. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Winston.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it right around the goal line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Sliding out of the... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle.
169 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Ball's red. Slide.
Tua going to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
10 cycles. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 71 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Winston now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Winston. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Will Lutz to kick off for
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
32. Trouble, 38. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Ready, go.
Looking to pass. Tua being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the run, watch the run. Good size, baby. That's
Drill, 52.
Tua sets up to pass it.
On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
52 blaster.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And a short gain down to about the 33. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final most likely won this thing in regulation.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
56, Mike, 56. It's a slam. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Come on, set. 33. Now 56. Mike, 56. Man, cycle. Come, baby. 56.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.